G'day to everyone. Well, I've driven through the early morning gloom and dodged the odd kangaroo to come to this farm to do some detecting. I've been here a number of times over the years and it's been very kind to me. I've found lots of good coins and relics here. I've covered most of this area with my E-Track, and later on I used the CTX here, and I've done some of it with the Equinox, and that's what I'm using today with the 15-inch coil. Over the years the finds are sort of dwindling, and to the point where the last time I was here I never actually found any coins. I found a lot of buttons and other targets though, so the potential is always here to find some more coins. So let's see how we go today. Boo, it's cold this morning. And here's today's first find. A bit of a brass thingy or whatever it is. Don't know what that would have been from. And it looks like today the tranquility is going to be spoiled a bit by the trucks and graders over there redoing the driveway. And I'm afraid you'll probably hear a lot of that noise coming through on the footage. The grass is short and the soil is moist. And yeah, it's a brace buckle. I found lots of these here over the years. And here's the rusted remains of an old padlock. Now this is the right shape, but I'm afraid it's just a button. Probably the first of many for today. Now I've just dug this, and yeah, it might be a cufflink or something like that, I think. Seems to be a bit of a fancy design on it. I'll have to clean that one up and have a better look at it. And here's today's first musket ball. They've always been a fairly common find around here as well. And here's a little button or cufflink or something that had a white glass insert which has sort of come adrift. Now I'm not really sure about this item. It doesn't look that old. Is it a button or a cufflink or what is it really? I don't really know. That's one thing about a damp morning. You can always see where you've been. Yes, here's just another button. I've just dug the remains of an old pocket knife. But the next signal I got, that was a real screamer. Please God, make it be a coin so that I don't have to post up another coinless video. Oh, just a bit of an old copper plate. Hang on, I think there's something stamped on there. Not sure if there's something on the other side. It could be. Okay, moving on. And it looks like I've just found a little Jew's harp. And I mean little, so I reckon it must have been a kid's one. In case you're wondering, I've got the Equinox on Beach 1 mode and sensitivity at 22. And it's turned out a beautiful day for detecting. Only spoiled a bit by the noisy machinery nearby. Oh well. I was just going back to the ute for some lunch, and right near the ute I got a good signal, and here's a coin. It's a little silver Australian threepence by the looks of it. One of the earlier design ones. And not far away, another good signal. And here's a little sixpence. I thought I'd covered this area really thoroughly with my old E-track, but obviously not as thoroughly as I thought I did. And nearby, this looks like it might have been a cufflink or something like that anyhow. The Equinox seems to be finding the targets that the E-track missed. And it looks like it's lunchtime for the cockies as well. After lunch I took a stroll down to the river. It's a really beautiful spot down here, but I didn't find much with the detector, only a bit of modern junk. The farmer told me that these stones here was the site of the original old homestead, but strangely I've never actually found much around here in times past. I get the feeling that it might have already been detected before I came on the scene. Nevertheless, I might spend a bit of time around here just to see if anything good comes to light. And here's what looks like a brass cap with some wire attached. I can't really imagine what that might have been from. The next find is a big old coat button. Sort of got a white coloured inlay, but looks as though it's fairly badly damaged, unfortunately. And to finish off the day, this looks like another button or cufflink looking thingy. Okay, a quick look at today's best finds. And here's all today's buttons. Only 20 or so today. Last time I was here I got 40. And this one's a bit fancier than most. It's an improved patent one. And here's today's cufflinks. Or possibly anyhow. And here's the best one by far. It's got quite a nice design on it, and I wouldn't have a clue how old it might be, but it looks older than the rest of them, that's for sure. 2 musket balls, the brass cap, and the Jew's harp from today. I've actually found a number of Jew's harps on this site over the years. This big old coat button is treble standard extra rich written on the back of it. And on the front there's a fancy design around the edge, and there's an inlay of what looks like it might be mother of pearl, but it's pretty badly damaged, unfortunately. Today's 2 coins, both Australian silvers, 1946 sixpence and a 1923 threepence. Now on to what I think is today's most interesting find, this copper plate. It reads Hughes and Kimber, 06 and 107 Shoe Lane, London. I did some internet research on this and it's actually 106, so the 1 wasn't even stamped, and the London underneath is very faint. Hughes and Kimber were suppliers of copper plate and equipment for engravers. It seems they changed their address a few times over the years, and they used this address from 1850 to 1856. Now there's something written on the other side. It's very hard to make out, it's very faint. It's the old-fashioned script type writing, and all the loopy bits seem to have faded right out. It makes it extremely hard to see what the letters are. Hang on, I reckon it's actually back to front. So I might just try holding it up to a mirror. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Still can't really make out what the words are though. After thinking for a while how I could possibly make it so I could read it better, I thought of the old ink pad, so I might just try that and see what happens. Actually now I'm thinking that this plate might have originally been used for printing. Now that didn't work too good, but when I was rubbing the ink off the plate, all of a sudden it looked a lot clearer. So I held it up to the mirror again and, aha! I think we have a name. Yes, it's John B. Whittaker. But who was John B. Whittaker? Time for some more internet research to see if I can find out. I found a list of early district pastoral properties and owners, and here's the Whittakers. James Whittaker came here to settle in 1849 with daughter Eliza and sons John Beard, yes Beard, and James Jr. And I thought some modern names were fairly unusual. The next line, 1853, JB gets a mention again, but the following two lines with the Whittakers he seems to be missing for some reason. I also found the map showing the old pastoral runs in the district from 1837 to 1880, and where the Whittakers' pastoral run was just over the river from where I've been detecting, so they were next door neighbours. It's great to be able to link this detecting find to an early pioneer of the district from all those years ago. Okay, well that's about all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll say goodbye.